Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Chicago GM mode, where I think we found a center. I did a lot of scouting throughout the NHL, and Arizona, look at them. They have 5 centers. One's hurt. But they're all just centers. One could be a left wing. But Hayton here, he is a former 5th overall pick, but they have the 2nd overall pick. I think the 7th, and then a 4. They're all younger. You know, he has 4 years on their deal. These guys getting extensions. They have to pay the other guys. I just think they were trying to clear someone. They gotta clear the older guy, keep the young guys. Catton's in his rookie season right now, so it wouldn't make any sense to trade him. And then they're having a bad season. They're not gonna make the playoffs. We give them Ross Colton to match cap. They get a player. They can even flip it. We're doing this before the trade deadline. So at the trade deadline, they could still flip him if they wanted to. They don't have to. We give them Fisker Molgaard, a 2nd rounder. He's 75 overall. He could definitely be in the NHL, but he might not be there for a couple more years. We give them a 3rd and 2 5ths for a champion. I think we switch that 3rd to a 2nd. Hold on. Or the game glitches out on me. We don't have a 2nd this year, so we're trading a 2nd next year. They're really just betting that they need a winger for the future for all those guys. Let's see what their winger situation is. Oh, on the left wing, they're really good. Oh, they paid a lot of guys. They paid a lot of elder guys. Kind of like us, so they need a young guy in this system. What about right wing? Ooh, right wing, they have no one. Yeah, so they need a young winger in the system, so that makes sense. We give them a 2nd, which next year, if they're a playoff team, they can just flip. I think it's more they're trying to clear out a player, and we need a player. Ross Colton is pretty good. He'll fit in their system well. He could be a 20-goal scorer this year. We're taking a risk on this kid for 4 years, up till he's 30. But if we trade for him, he won't have no trade clause or anything, so let's see if it goes through. And it does. Alright, so we made a trade for a 2nd-line center. It said the lines were wrong, or it said my roster was too off. I should just be able to insert him where Ross Colton was. As long as he isn't wearing a number like 19, we're good. Alright, so that was easy. LeBank's there. Oh, Champion's on the NHL team. Alright, we can go to roster moves. Said Champion down. He was just was it 7th defenseman potential. He was just in order to make the trade work. I'll send him down the AHL. Alright, 8. And the AHL lines are now bad because we traded Oscar, I believe. Who's the other guy? Nielsen. Alright, see if there's anyone scratch that can play. Ooh, tired. Bomb 6. Maybe play him. Seems like a good power forward. Dazouk was our 1st rounder in year number 1, or after Connor Bedard. He's taken a while, but he's starting to get up there overall wise. He's a left wing. Ooh, Tyler Johnson's overall wise is going down, so we're gonna move him. What line does Ritwell work on the best? Works good on the 2nd line. Dazouk actually works the best on the 3rd line. What about Anderson? Can we play one of these guys with Anderson? Yeah. Dazouk can play on the 1st line there. That's good. Power play. Oof. That's a bad power play. Probably because you don't have any defensemen doing defenseman things. We don't have any offensive defensemen down there. Throw Vlasic on there. Hopefully help them out. He made it way worse. Alright. What about Korobov? Korobov is at least a plus. Alright, kid, shoot the puck. Alright, so we made our big trade. The trade that will hopefully be good. If not, I mean, hell, I might trade him at the next trade deadline. Alright, this is, I wanted to get younger. It's been a movement for a while. We have a lot of old guys on this team around Connor Bedard. I felt it was good to make a trade and get a young guy on the team. Alright, so we'll just go into the trade deadline. Conservative buyer. Enter trade deadline. Alright, we're going right into it. Well, Elias Pettersson was not on the trade block 10 seconds ago. Oh my goodness. Not even Quinn Hughes. Why is Vancouver trading these two guys? I can't make a trade for that. Look at that trade. Look at that. How am I supposed to trade for that? I don't even have enough to trade for him. Dallas sends a first, then Ferguson, and a second and third to Seattle for McCain and Hololev. Dougie Hamilton's available. Wernerski's available. McCain's available. Mark Stone's available. There's a lot of guys available. You know what the only difference, the thing is about Elias Pettersson, whatever. It's his contract's about to come up. Yeah, he's not re-signed. Yeah, that's another thing too. We'd have to give him like another 10 mil or something. Yeah, I like our move. We need a second line center, not a first line center. I believe we have a Huey coming up next year. Might be in the AHL, might not be. Let's look at our forwards. We got 1, 2, 3, our first line. Hayton, Reichel, Kane on the second. Pavelski, Asplund, JVR on the third. Sprong, Trennan, Radish on the fourth line. Defenseman 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so we could definitely improve the bottom of our defense. Ooh. 1 year for Quinn Hughes. That might be interesting. He is very good, I know that. That might be the more interesting trade. Let's look at our defense. We got 1, 2, 3. We'll send McCabe back for cap reasons. And look at that, Arizona traded Ross Colton in a second to the Devils in exchange for a second, Mitchell and Greer. Do we trade Cormier back in this trade deal? Well, Cormier has 28 assists. That's good. What if we just trade our first rounder? First rounder isn't worth a lot. Nah. Is there, like, Jaden Schwartz, is there a bad contract they don't want that can lower their trade value? Ekman Larson. Oh. They traded Schwartz to Pittsburgh. You guys just hold a couple mil here. And then hold some millions here. Alright, gang. Huh. We definitely need to trade more to get a guy like Quinn Hughes. I don't want to trade too much because I don't think we're going to be able to re-sign him. That's the thing. Or do you try to trade Seth Jones? 1, 2, 3. He's the oldest one here. It doesn't make sense for them to try to... If he's not going to re-sign, it makes sense for them to try to get something back for him. First and Seth Jones, would you do that? I don't think any team would do that. I want to do it. I do, but it just doesn't make sense for them to do that trade. If he's just gonna walk, that's another thing. If he's just gonna walk, but we just won the cup with like Seth Jones, it would be kind of first rounder Tarasenko. No. Stop looking at top 10 players. See if there's another defenseman out there. Dougie Hamilton, Columbus. New Jersey's making a trade. Is it Dougie? They traded second and third in exchange for Gibson. And now Dougie off the market. Dougie Hamilton, yeah, that makes sense now. They're gonna go for it. Huh. Morgan Riley's on multiple years. Hannafin. Hannafin might be a good guy to go after. What's Hannafin's trade value? It's eh. And then, oh, game could send me all the way back. Buffalo got Morgan Frost. Werenski is pretty high in 2 years. Oh, I didn't mean to hit him. I meant to hit Werenski. Back up. 1, 2, 3. No trades found. Alright, let's look at Noah Hannafin. I feel we can get him cheap. And I say that as I'm also making them retain salary. Morgan Riley goes to Philadelphia in exchange for Owen Tippett, a second and a third. Jeez. Getting Austin Matthews some help there. What if we just pair the first? I don't think we need to trade the first. First seems like a lot for a defenseman they're trying to trade. Can we get a second back? Ooh, we'll get a second and a third for the first. That trade won't go through. McCabe. What about next year's third? Trade value isn't there. Third and a fourth, and we're kind of going all in this year. Isn't sufficient at all. Might have to be that first rounder. But for trading a first rounder, let's at least try to get Werenski. Oh, there we go. Washington and Boston made a trade. We'd be over the salary cap. I don't think they're going to want to retain on a 2-year deal. Yeah, it's not a good offer either. Defense-wise, 1, 2, 3, 4, Sergeyev maybe. Columbus would have too many players. I don't really see us making this trade work. Isn't sufficient whatsoever. Yeah. So Calgary had Hannafin. Huh. Just looking at for another defenseman. Tippett isn't even part of that team anymore. Game. Ooh, Tyson Barrie? What overall is he? I know he's a good offensive defenseman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, Tyson Barrie might be someone to get. We won't have to trade a first. This could work for the third rounder instead of Hannafin. Ooh, fourth rounder. Make them save on some cap. Ooh, they're not interested. What about a third for Tyson Berry? And Tyson Berry, yeah, he still gets points. That's all we'd want from him. He'd probably fit on our third line, D pair. As a train goes by my house. 1, 2, 3. So that's a first line. Or no, it's not. Jones on the first line. Brashear, Cormier. Yeah, he'd be on that fourth line, the third line D with Dylan. Um, yeah, it's either him or Hannafin. I think Hannafin is too much. It seems like it at least. They're not interested in that, so guess we'll try Tyson Berry then. Three. Let's make him eat a little bit of cat. Take 1 mil of his deal. Now will this trade go through? No. Do. First, a third. Oh, next year, 6. There we go. Alright. We added Tyson Berry to our team. Now we can see the trade summary while this thing still goes on. Nope. Seattle got a first from Dallas. Dallas got McCain and Hulev. Islanders get Uyghur. Calgary gets a first. Buffalo gets Joe Veleno and a third. Detroit gets a first. Arizona traded Ross Colton, who they just acquired for a muss and a second, in exchange for 2 seconds and some other stuff. So Devils added Ross Colton and I think someone else later on. James Schwartz is in Pittsburgh from Vancouver. Ottawa gets Ryan Strome and Grow for a first and a second. And had acquired a second and a third for John Gibson. Oregon Frost goes to Buffalo from Philly. Owen Tippett goes to Toronto for Morgan Riley, second and third. Vegas gets a first, and Colorado gets a Nick Roy. Andrew Kopp and Max Jones go to Boston. A first goes to Washington. Oh, first getting traded. And that might be it. Alright, usually what happens after trade deadline is the rosters get all crazy. Alright, I'm going to end the trade deadline. Might have to go in and edit lines, I might not. Guess I'll find out in a second. Whenever this game wants to sim. There we go. Yep, we knew about that trade. We knew about that trade. 2 years left at 2 mil. No. Thank you. Hey, we won 5-0 versus Florida. That's cool. Alright, so we'll check the lines if everything's all screwed up, but I'll have to edit it. Doesn't look like they touched anything. It's yeah, they didn't touch a thing. Alright, cool. This is like the first trade deadline where I don't have to do anything. I do have to put Regula's played like all season. Nice. I will throw in Tyson Berry in here. They got 28 assists. Cormier's playing well. Brashear has 28 assists. Seth Jones could be playing better. Korchinski's doing well. Power play. Brashear's there. Korchinski. Brashear. And then Cormier. Yeah. Alright, we ain't giving Tyson Berry any power play time. That's kind of a specialty. But it's alright. And oh, both goals got a shutout, right? Soderblom got one. Alright, is anything wrong in the AHL? Doesn't look like it. Alright, cool. We can just keep going. Well, that's fun. It's a very easier video. Most of the time I have to like edit out me going in, editing the lines. We should get Hellebuck back soon, as we lose the first 2 games after trade deadline. As if a low score over here. Hold on. If Vancouver might lose both those guys to free agency, how much money do we have? We have to bring in Brashear off for extension. We have 21 mil in cap space. And honestly, if we can bring... The thing is, I don't know how this season's going to go. If we win the cup, I'm not going to probably trade anyone. But like, we drop his 9 mil, we could either bring in Elias Pettersson and then just move him to the wing, or play Hayton down on the 3rd line, which would be kind of crazy. Or we bring in Quinn Hughes and just offload Seth Jones. I think that might be our plan of attack, is to go after guys of free agency. We didn't have to spend the first trade for them or anything. Don't have to trade everything for them. They're just going to be free agents. I say that as we lose our first 3 games after the trade deadline. Alright, Connor Bedard, you need to pick it up. You need to kick Columbus's ass, alright? Well, he scored a goal. Connor Hellebuck is back. Thank God. We were getting our butts kicked. Actually, I don't think we haven't won a game since we've traded for Hayton. That's not good, man. In 5 games, you don't have a point. That's not good at all. Are you on the second team power play, too? He is. Hayton, Reichel, JVR, Kane, Brashear, Nylander, Tarasenko. Oof. That's not good. Soderblom, 902, 3 goals against. Yeah, that kid is staying in. Soderblom, you're out. Hellebuck's going in. Hopefully now we can get some wins together. We had a big losing streak right there. Lewis Crever. I don't even know who that is. I should know who that is. He's not our first rounder there. See a defenseman. The champion there. That's where he was. Luis Crever's 25. He's 6'8". Maybe he can make the NHL. He's a big boy. Alright, let's go back to simulating. Versus Buffalo. We have Hellebuck back. And we get the win. Good. Finally. We get the win. Arizona's up ahead. Hayton gonna be facing his old team. First we face Ottawa and then the Islanders. We lose the Ottawa. And then... Hey, we beat the Islanders. Good. We're still first in our division, so it's okay to have a little slump. Isn't Carolina's already secured a playoff spot. Alright, let's jump into this game, see if Hayton can score versus his old team. And first period, Zub scores on us. Second period, we get 2. Tarasenko got 2 goals. See if he could complete the hat trick. Nylander scores. They have Carter Hart in net. And Messalini scores again. Joe Pavelski scores. We've got a shootout here in Chicago. 10 minutes left. Arizona gets a power play. Radish scores to give us a 5-4 lead. 5 minutes left. Can we hold on? Tarasenko gets the hat trick. Look at that. A hattie for Tarasenko. Ooh. Hayton got an assist. There, he got an assist versus old team. Patrick Kane is out until April 4th. That's not that long, so that's actually pretty good. However, I am going to take Sprong out here, put the bank in down there, and then put Sprong in here. How's Sprong been doing? Yeah, not bad. Ooh, power play. Well, we'll throw Tyson Berry out there since he is a power play specialist. Ooh, the second power play line too. Nylander. Is it Pavelski and Tarasenko on that other one? Maybe get JVR out there? Yeah, sure, why not? JVR. He's almost at 30 goals. He's having a good season. Might as well play him if he's playing good. All right, let's keep the season moving. Let's get to the end of the season. We're gonna be facing the Toronto Maple Leafs, then the New Jersey Devils, who went all in on the trade deadline, adding Ross Colton, John Gibson. The Leafs added a forward to play with Matthews. And we get a 2-1 win against the Leafs. Vladimir Tarasenko is injured now. Oh no, all our top forwards are dying on us. I don't have anyone that's like... Yeah, we have to go to the roster moves, bring someone up. In the system, we have Anderson in the system. We have Sorelli. Maybe this kid might be ready. 76. Nah, let's just bring Templey up. We had him in the NHL a bit last year. Back to the NHL lines. Whereas, can Nylander play the right side? He can. I'm just going to bring JVR all the way up. And then throw Templey down here. Power play wise, I know that's going to take Tarasenko out. Templey. I don't think Pavelski is on the power play. So we'll throw Pavelski out here on this one. And then the second line power play. Cormier. And I put Hayton out there. There we go. Whatever, Hayton, get it together. Oh, the AHL Alliance just said you'd be the best. Alright, let's back out of here. We got hit with 2 big injuries, which ain't good. We're going to need Connor Bedard to carry us for the next 10 games. As Patrick Kane will be back pretty soon, actually. He should be back versus Nashville. Yeah. I'll leave Kane out a game. We'll play him versus Colorado. Thank God that wasn't the guy on the NHL team. And we're losing the shootout. Alright, so Patrick Kane's ready to go now. Meaning, I'll take Sprong out here. Throw Kane in. And then Templey can now be scratched again for Sprong. And Sprong will play right here with Pavelski. And yeah, we'll switch that up. Alright, so we're good to go again. We're out Tarasenko until the playoffs. That sucks for him. Colorado, we lose to Colorado, they're fighting for a playoff spot. So That's an okay loss. They're probably fighting harder than us. We're 2 wins away from 50 wins. There we go. Ooh, nice little streak of games before the end of the season. All right, we beat Detroit, facing Arizona. We win 5-1 versus Arizona, get win number 50. Now we're facing the Sharks. Ooh, we went 6-3. That's a good way. This is a good little stretch to end the season. Face St. Louis. We win the last game of the regular season. How far are we off of? They hit 120. They hit 60 wins. We tied the Rangers with 50. Ooh, the Panthers at 52. Ooh, jeez. All right, let's just end this. Check out the stats. And look at that. We won the last 4 games to end the season. Let's see who we're facing in round 1. Oh, the Anaheim Ducks. Didn't we beat them to get to the conference finals? I think we did. Or not the... Didn't we beat Anaheim to win the... Or not win the cup, sorry. What's that word I'm looking for? The Stanley Cup finals? Hold on. I'm just trying to see who we faced here. Anaheim. Oh, yeah, I set that line. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, it was Anaheim. Alright. So, this is who we're facing. They got a decent first line, a decent second line. Their fourth line's actually pretty good. And their defense, held by Dobson, isn't the best, isn't the worst. But they only got 1 goalie, so I think we're the better team there. We just faced them in the conference finals last year, so they want revenge. They could have been in the Stanley Cup final. Instead, it was us. Let's look at the points to end this video. Connor Bedard led the way with 93, Nylander 77, Tarasenko 63, 1 goal away from 30, if he didn't get hurt. JVR 32, Nylander 22, Kane 21, Hayton finished with 20. 17 points in 20 games. So he started to play really well. Was it the first 5 games he didn't have a point? So he did really well to end the season. Reichel 1 goal off of 20. Pavelski 2 goals off of 20, but he got 58 points as a third liner. Radish, Trennan, both fourth liners, getting 10 goals. LeBanc, if he played all season, he could have had 10 goals as a fourth liner. All right, let's check the league lead. Matthews led the way with 55, because there's only 2 50-goal scorers this year. And Draisaitl led the league in points with 2 more than McDavid. McDavid got hurt, missed 6 games. That's a good chance he could have led the league in goals and points if he didn't get hurt. Alright, Bedard is like right here, is he not? Yep, he's right there with Zegras. 93, so he's still like up there at the really top. Let's see who had the most wins as a goal. It's probably Kochenkov. Spencer Knight, Florida. Igor 44, Kochenkov 44, Blackwood and Edmonton 40. Vasilevsky. Did Hellebuck crack 30? No, Hellebuck did not. But he only played 42 games, and he was 28, 8, 6. If he didn't get hurt, he might have won the Vezina. That kind of sucks. But, alright. I'll see you guys in the next episode when we face Anaheim in round number 1.